You think about the leagues, we're still waiting, anticipating to see what exactly will transpire because transfer season and different teams are trying as much as possible to get the best, but others are not the best to their sides. But all in all, they're trying just to bolster their squads to make sure that the 2023-2024 season will go their way. But in today's show, we'll just be focusing on a number of issues. First, what is happening in Saudi, because they're trying as much as possible to take the best players. Not all players are moving that end, but what exactly is happening? But at the same time, in NBA, a lot of conversations. I know we've always had the talks about the beef between Pippens and also Jordan. We'll see some highlights in what is happening on that front. But let's begin it, and we'll start with some action. And this is in the School of Blind in Thika. They're trying as much as possible to sharpen their arsenal, and these are the secondary school players saying that yes, we might be limited because we are not seeing, but we have different ways which we can utilize, and while at it, play football, play volleyball, and also play some impressive kind of lawn and also table tennis. What exactly is happening, and how can a blind young man, old man, boy and girl be able to play football? Davis Mberia is in Thika. And Davis, what exactly is happening on that side? And I know this school is trying as much as possible to be up and ready for the national special school games. And they're saying that they are trying to give it the level best. And while at it, they want to win.
Well, thank you very much, Moses Wahisi, there in studio. And today we're doing a very different thing in sports. We are in Thika, and we are actually bearing in different sports. Talk of football, talk of volleyball, talk of netball, and talk of table tennis. And here in Thika, we are at the Salvation Army High School for the Blind, where we are just seeing how they play. They always say ability is not inability. You can actually play in everything that you want and everything that you do and have a successful journey. And today, just to focus on, we are at the football playing pitch where the football match is going on. This is a football that involves players who are blind. And remember, this match has three categories. We have a B1, B2, and B3. B1, we have players who are actually totally blind. B2 involves players who are in middle there. They can have a vision of it, or light or a shadow that can come in. And B3 involves players who are actually, or who have 10% vision in their actually play. And this is a seven-sided match that has just kicked off some 2 minutes ago, and we will be actually be looking at how it will go down. Just my cameraman to have a sight of it. I'm having a ball. This ball is not that normal ball that you always watch on your screens and when you visit any match in your normal pitch. It has something inside, a swinger that always has a sound when you kick. This actually guides these players now that they can't see, or they can hear and they can't see. So it's a guidance of itself to just guide them inside the field, where the ball is going, where the ball is coming from, so that they can have a glimpse of it. To help me just to delve into this and explain how this match is actually played, I'll be joined by Coach, who will actually explain to us. Coach, welcome on KTN News. We are live on our show. Karibu sana, Coach. Today we are playing a seven-sided match, right?
Yes.
For these kids. It's actually one of the interesting matches I've seen so far. But just explain to us how it really starts. How do you guide your squad? How do you choose your players? Because I understand there are those who are totally blind and those who are, at least they can see some vision.
So first, this match, the way you had explained earlier, it consists of three categories. That is B1, B2, and B3. So like the ones playing here, we have a mixture of B1 and B2. That's why some of them, you can see they are wearing blindfold. So in B1, you don't need to wear blindfold because you are totally blind. So you just choose 7 of them. After choosing the 7 of them, you come with them to the field, 7 on each side. So the 7th one must be a keeper, and a keeper must be sighted. A keeper must be fully sighted. Then the players are the ones who are totally blind. Therefore, after coming with them in the field, you must go with them around the field. From one goal to the other. So you walk with them, trying to show them the length and the width of the pitch, because it's half the normal pitch, 50 by 25 meters. Therefore, after showing them the pitch, then you hand them over to the goalkeeper, who is now in charge of them, directing them in the field with 2 linesmen, each on each side, running and directing them when the ball goes out, and also other 2 on behind the goalkeepers, who are clapping, so that when the striker is nearer, he can get the direction on where to shoot.
Of course, talking about this, we also have rules. How do they apply here?
So the rules are the same rules with the football. If for example, someone knocks you at the box 18, it is a penalty. If it is a corner and the fouls, the rules applies the same with the football. There is no change. Only the length of the pitch is now the difference. And now the listening skills and the people now running and directing them when the ball goes out. But the rules remain the same with the rules of the football.
Someone will ask, do red cards apply here also?
True. Red cards apply. Red cards, yellow cards apply. Yes.
Talking about, of course, this squad, you must have at least a lesson to teach them. This is the ball, you must kick this way, you must be ready as a midfielder, as a player who is inside. What are these classroom lessons that you take these players before coming into the pitch?
Now, there is no specific classrooms. We just come to the field, and now you blindfold them. Then now you show them one by one. You start by dribbling the ball. For example, the ball you are having, this ball, if I place it down, you come with a player. You tell the player, this ball must be between your leg. So to dribble is just to do it like this, in between in your leg. So, and the person, the opponent, will be listening to the bells inside the ball. So the dribbling is the key that they are taught before they are taken to the pitch.
Yes. Totally blind players. Of course, we have 2 goalkeepers who at least they can see.
Yes.
How do you arrange your squad now that some are having some are having blindfolded tags on their face and others are not having? How do you tell he is blind, he is partially blind?
Now, for a person who is totally blind, he cannot perceive even light. And when they are brought to school, there is assessment form they come with. And when they come with that assessment form, we can be able to tell these are B1, B2, or B3. So when it comes to the game, now, you just tell them, I need the B1 players, and they know themselves, they'll come. And so learners will try to cheat, but you go and check with their forms. Yes.
How many minutes do they play?
They play 30 minutes, then half time, 10 minutes, then another 30 minutes. Yes.
Of course, we'll have a glimpse of other games that are going on here, Moses Wahisi. But just to take us through, apart from football, I've seen there is volleyball, there is it netball, and also there is table tennis there. You'll just take us through on how they train here, apart from football. Do they actually include partially blind or totally blind for other games?
Now, for other games, for example, now the volleyball, which is going on, it is a mixture of B2 and B3. Now, B1 can't play volleyball. Because now for the volleyball, you love to tap the ball. Now, it needs some light.
Just walk in.
Yes. You need some light so that you may see the ball. Now, it is only B2 and B3 who are trained, and they are just taken to the field with the responsible teacher, and they are trained slowly by slowly. Because now, like this term, we began our training at the beginning of the term, knowing that in 2 weeks' time, we'll be having games at Embu for the nationals. So they are being trained, special games in Embu. And so we were just preparing for the Embu games. So they are trained with the in charge, and with the understanding that there is the issue of sight. Now, the rules may apply the same, but not so strict like the sighted students. Yes. For
Talking about, of course, volleyball, we will talk about all two teams.
Yes.
How do you find inclusivity? Because we have ladies and we have the boys teams.
Yes.
How do you do that?
Now, the ladies play against the ladies, and men play against men. So there is no match between ladies and men. So for each and every game, apart from the futsal that is going on, there is a match between ladies, the female, and the male. So we only need those who have light, yes, and who are willing. You make announcement, we are preparing for this. So those who are interested to come and write their names or take their names. So after those all willing come, you for sure you may have a large number of people who want to participate in this. So you come, and while training, like now you see them training, now you observe them, then you select the best team. You select the best out of the ones who are now playing. Yes.
Does it act like any other volleyball match? You have how many players in the field?
Yes, it is 6. Yes, it's normal, and the rules of rotation applies the same. Yes.
Of course, you might be facing challenges that comes with this passion of yours to ensure all these students have explored their abilities in different sporting disciplines. What are some of these challenges?
The challenge is now the issue of getting the balls, and the coaches, they are not willing to train them. Yes, that is the major problem. Because, for you to train a student with visual impairment or any learner with disability, this is just patient. You must be so patient with them, so that even if they make mistake, they don't understand, you just persevere. You go slowly by slowly, step by step. So it always takes time for them to catch up. But when they get it, believe me, you can enjoy the match. Yes.
Thank you very much, Coach, and all the best. Don't go far. I'll just engage some of the students here who play different games. They will tell us which game they play and how do they find their sporting ability. Thank you so much. Just come. We are live on KTN News. You'll tell us your name and which game do you play?
Okay, my name is Bill Clinton. I play football and volleyball. Yeah.
You play football and volleyball.
Yeah.
How do you find gauging between football and where is your specialty?
My specialty is football.
Football.
Yeah.
How do you find it?
According to me, I can say it's good. Yeah, because it's my talent actually. And that's why I say it's good.
Maybe what inspired you, and are you partially or totally blind?
No, partially. Yeah, but I can see.
What inspired you?
Sorry?
What inspired you to like football and to start playing football?
Oh, that's okay. My aim is to play for Manchester United since I was born. Yeah, that's why I love football. Yeah.
Of course, it comes with its own rules and its own challenges. What are some of the challenges that you face as a student, as a player, and also as a fan? Because there's a match which is going on there and you're outside.
Yeah, okay, like me, I thought also I could be playing that game, but because I can somehow see, because actually the way you can see that playing actually is very difficult to me, because somebody can kick at you and you can feel pain. But like me, we play, okay, I mean under T12. Under T12 are those people who can play, they're playing those people who can able to see a bit, but these ones are totally blind. That's why they're playing, we cannot be categorized with them. Yeah, and also according to how we play T12, there's some challenges that we are undergoing, like we play with the other teams, but they are able to see. So definitely ref will not say that, it will just say that's a normal game. Yeah.
You're preparing for the national special games that will be held in Embu from 8th to 14th August. How are you preparing yourself so far as a player, as a football player, and which are some of the teams that you feel they'll give you a stiff competition in the games?
Our first team is from Nyanza, another is Central. They're tough and some of them are regular, you see. So the time we are with them in field, they will not sympathize with us. Yeah, they'll just play with us like normal team. Yeah, so it's difficult actually. Yeah.
To all the people who are watching you on KTN News and who are inspired by your story, what can you tell them?
I can tell them if they can support us in many ways, like footballs, yeah, academics, especially, in this our school, most of them love academic and also sport. Like, yeah, something like that. If they can support us, we'll say thank you.
Thank you so much, and all the best when you're going to represent the school.
Thank you so much.
That was actually one of the students who plays soccer in this school. And right now, let me be joined by another player. He will introduce himself and just tell us which sport do you play in this school?
My name is Kelvin Mbogwa. I'm a player. I play goalball. Yeah.
Partially or totally blind?
Partially. Yeah.
How do you find the sport so far?
To some point, very exciting, but still you have to learn something from the game. Yeah.
What inspired you maybe to get into the game? Of course, there's something that you watched somewhere or you followed or you are being advised by someone.
The reason as to why I like playing goalball, after school, you might need something to do. So, like goalball can become like your, unafanya kazi.
You're allowed to switch to any language on this show. So, unasema kwamba goalball inakusaidia kufikiria na it boosts your confidence. Yeah. That was one of the player. Let me just be joined by, I'm seeing one player just holding. Don't run away. Just come. We have some here apparatus for the table tennis. You'll just tell us your name. Do you play table tennis?
Yes.
What's your name?
My name is Ruth Kasioka. I play a game called Showdown.
Showdown.
Yeah.
How is it being played? Because someone will ask, what is Showdown? Someone who doesn't know.
Yes. Showdown is a game played by totally visually impaired people or students. It's a very small ball that has some beads inside. So the beads produce some sounds, and the sounds drives the player where the ball is. So tunapokuwa tukicheza, ukisikia hiyo sauti unafuata pali ilipo. Hapa hivi nimeshikilia kambao ambako mchezaji hutumia ili kurudisha huu mpira. Huu mpira unaponguzwa na mkono hivi, huwa ni score kwa yule mchezaji mwingine ambaye unacheza naye. Hapo katika lile dawati ambalo tunachezea kuna shimo. Inapoingia kwa kale kashimo, hizo ni goals 2. Sasa yule anapata goals 2. Sasa wewe mwenye hukuweza kufunga goal sasa inakuwa advantage kwa ule mwingine. Sasa kwako ukishika huo mpira sasa unaruhusiwa sasa kuchukua na mkono wako, unaupigisha kando hiyo meza, kisha unamfikia yule mwingine. Hivyo kunaendelea hivyo hadi mnamaliza.
Mmoja atajiuliza, mbona unaupenda huu mchezo? Nani alikuwa kielelezo? Nani alikushawishi ukaweza kuanza kucheza?
Naam, swali mufti kabisa. Nimewahi kutazama katika runinga ya KTN, mchezaji siku moja alikuwa anaeleza umuhimu wa michezo. Nami nikajiuliza, kwani ambao hawaoni waweza kucheza au vipi? Kisha nikajua kuna mchezo unaweza kucheza na nikashiriki katika huo mchezo. Na pia mchezo huu una help in the listening skills. Unapocheza mchezo huu unapata kusikia vizuri kwa haraka.
Mashindano yapi ambayo umeshiriki na unayakumbuka zaidi kufikia sasa?
Naam. Nayakumbuka vyema mchezo huu niliushiriki katika games za national in Meru, in Kericho, Bungoma na Kisumu, ambapo nilikuwa kiongozi mkuu. Nilishinda shule nyingi ikiwemo Rift Valley, Nyanza na nyinginezo. So hapo sasa ndio nikakuwa shabiki wa mpira huu na naupenda sana.
Wengi watajiuliza mashindano yanakuja kitaifa hasa kwa hawa wachezaji walemavu kule eneo la Embu. Umejiandaa vipi kuna kwamba shule hii yako pendwa inatamba katika mchezo wako?
Naam. Ni mchezo huu nimejitayarisha vyema. Nimekuwa nikifanya mazoezi ya kila siku pale uwanjani. Kila asubuhi nafanya baada ya masomo ya ziada. Naelekea pale nacheza kidogo. So ni matumaini yangu makuu nitaweza kushiriki na kuchipuka mshindi kama ambavyo imekuwa desturi yangu. Na
kwa mashabiki pale nyumbani, wazazi, familia inakutizama kwenye KTN, unaweza waambiaje?
Nashukuru sana, nawaambia kwamba ninawajuza kwamba wanafunzi ambao wako na upungufu wa kuona wana mengi ambayo wanaweza kufanya ikiwemo michezo. Na masomo pia wanashiriki, inawasaidia. Tuseme wewe ni mchezaji, kwa vile masomo yuko mzuri, unaweza kupata riziki yako kutokana na hii michezo. Pia unakuwa na confident, ndio unapokuwa ukienda kucheza, unatangamana na watu kutoka sehemu mbalimbali katika nchi. So unakuwa all-rounded person ambayo inakusaidia. Mimi ningewahimiza kwamba mnapoona wachezaji wanafunzi watu walio na upungufu wa kuona, usiwadharau na upendelee sana michezo yao kwa manake wanaweza. Disability is not inability. Sasa sisi tumetalentiwa sana na tunaweza.
Disability is not inability, as she says, Moses Wahisi here. And this is Madam Tabi, who is actually guiding me to just have a glimpse of all sporting disciplines here at the Salvation Army High School for the Blind in Thika. Madam Tabi, thank you so much. Welcome on KTN News. How is it so far? Because I can see your students are so happy around you. How is it?
It has been wonderful so far. We are really preparing for the national championship. Even in the midst of exams, you see we are all here, all excited, ready to give our best in these coming games. Yeah.
Of course, you're sending a very strong squad. How many disciplines will this school be represented in?
We shall have all the special games. We shall have gold ball for both boys and girls. We have the showdown for both genders. We have futsal for boys, the football, the normal football for boys. We also have volleyball for both genders. We also have netball. Yeah, netball for the low vision. Yeah.
For parents outside here, they will want to enroll their kids here at Salvation Army High School for the Blind. How can they do? Because their kids they might be having different, they're talented in different games.
Thank you so much. This one is an inclusive setting. We have sighted students, we have partially sighted, we have partially blind, we have the low vision students. Our school has been doing greatly academically. We are actually appreciating a lot of talent. We have music, we have a lot of sports taking place. Yeah, so if someone is talented in an area, they are actually advised to follow their dream. Yeah.
For the parents outside there?
They're free. They're welcome, greatly welcome to our school. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Madam Tabi. That was Madam Tabi, who is the school's games mistress, just guiding these talented students just to perform well in their different sporting disciplines. I'll talk to one of the fans who is ready just to talk to us. Of course, I'll have the lady first. They always say ladies first. Kuja tu njoo. Wahisi, you'll just allow me to switch to Kiswahili language for comfortability. Wewe kama shabiki, kwanza nimeona umeshikilia mpira tayari. Inamaanisha kwamba wewe ni mchezaji?
Ndio.
Mchezo upi? Showdown. Unahisi vipi kwanza? Manake naona kidogo haya, lakini tulia. Tulia. Unahisi vipi kwanza?
Poa tu.
Mchezo huu unauchukuliaje?
Ni
Mzuri, sio? Kwa wanafunzi wenzako kule nyumbani? Tazame, sio? Jina lako nimeona umejitolea. Kwa haraka tu, dakika moja, wewe kama shabiki unahisi vipi michezo hii? Unajiandaa vipi kule Embu?
Naam, kwa majina naitwa Emmanuel. So mchezo huu nikiona wakifanya nafurahia sana, ni mzuri. Yeah.
Kwa sawa. Kwa wenzako pale nyumbani na hapa shuleni unaombeaje?
Kwa wenzetu pale nyumbani ambao maybe wanahisi hawajaona mchezo huu, wajue kwamba pia wasiona wana michezo zao ambao wanaweza fanya.
Wakiona kwamba michezo wanafanya. Moses, let me just switch back to English. Those were actually students and all the management headed by Madam Tabi just briefing us their preparation for the Embu National Special School Games that will be held on the 8th to 14th of August this year. Just this school being one of the participants, and they're aiming high just to bag different medals in different sporting actually disciplines. From here in Thika, I hand you back in studio to Moses Wahisi.
Thank you very much, Davis Mberia there. I know a lot is always happening in the world of sports. And I will say kudos actually, Davis, to highlight what these young boys and girls are going through. Because it's not the easiest, because we know that they're trying as much as possible to be the best in class. But also, they know they are visually impaired. And yes, a number of them are 100% blind, so they cannot see anything. A number of them are partially blind. But we have been told about those categories. But one thing that they have in common, they have a drive to study. They also have a drive to be able to be stars on that football pitch. And with that, I am reminded actually, and I also remember that in 91 days, we're going to have the Standard Chartered Marathon. And remember, we will be broadcasting that race live. And they have a very, very credible future initiative where they try, and all the process actually for this race actually goes to trying and assisting those who are visually impaired, something that is very, very credible. And yes, kudos to the young boys and girls and every other single person that is trying as much as possible to give them the level best while they continue with their studies, and also while they continue to star on the different football, netball, volleyball, and all the other sporting disciplines that they try as much as possible to engage in. At this particular time, we pay some bills. We take a short commercial break. Don't go too far. We'll be back with some NBA beef of the century, Pippins against Jordan. But first, allow us to take this commercial break.